Oh my god, we need to ban this card. It's so broken. I can't believe this has been legal for this long. Make sure you guys smash the ever-living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more awesome content. I don't know what this community does or how it comes up with the dumb things that it comes up with. But today, I have seen people complaining about Harpy's Feather Duster and how the card is imbalanced. Now, here's my personal opinion on this. Harpy's Feather Duster does not show up in every deck. Oh, that's a strange concept. However much tournament data you see processed through this channel, Harpy's Feather Duster will usually show up in a side deck here and there. Maybe a rare occasion in a main deck. But oh no, when it shows up in a tournament-winning, top-tier contending meta deck. Wait, is Rika actually, a tier 1 deck? No. Rika, sure, just won Euros. I'll have the breakdown, all the fun, fancy stuff, all the data, all the presentation, all the fun stuff that you're used to seeing tomorrow morning. So you can wait for that. But I just wanted to sit down here and go, all right, well, what's wrong? What's wrong here? All right, everybody was complaining about Eradicator Epidemic Virus and how the card was so unbalanced. Card needs to be banned. How dare Labyrinth? Card existed in the meta for how long at this point in time? Harpy's Feather Duster, another top contending card out here for actually blowout cards of the year. But wait, why is somebody talking about Evenly Matched right now? Evenly Matched, oh, we saw Evenly clean up a couple fields out here. But no, when a card comes through for a +4, that's where I gotta put my foot down out here. It was in a Rika deck. A Rika deck cleared a back row of 5 traps. It was the one-of. Oh wait, but one-ofs are sacky and they shouldn't exist in the game. Yeah, I hate that opinion wholeheartedly. Yu-Gi-Oh! As a game always will have what we like to call the luck factor. Obviously, your deck building can kind of edge out some of that. And, your playing skills also can edge out some of that. But, variance will always be a thing in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? There's no 0, 100%, 100% skill. There'll always be luck, whether or not it comes down to, the drawing of the cards. I mean, yeah, you could stack your deck, play infinite Exodia pieces. You can play. Variance will always take hold in this. So to see that, people are, I actually saw one person just crap everywhere. They just had an entire meltdown about, how Harpy's Feather Duster is so unfair. And it's but Feather Duster has been around. I don't even remember how long Harpy's Feather Duster has been unbanned for at this point in time. But Feather Duster's been around for so long that it's actually nice. If anything, this was sweet poetic justice to Eradicator resolving and wiping an entire player's field. Now all of a sudden, the awesome Rika Sun Avalon deck comes around and then just goes, hey, watch this, and just Harpy's Feather Dusters the entire field. Cleans it all up, and then they win. What do you want from me at this point in time? The point of this video is to go, this community will bitch about anything that they find absolutely appropriate. Whether or not, something is in current rotation, whether or not, it's busted, or if it's just super subpar and it came up in a one-of-one scenario. I'm still gonna say that I think the Eradicator Epidemic thing, it was cool to watch it resolve on stream. And yes, obviously, Labyrinth out here playing Deck Devi, playing Eradicator. We understand that these cards are busted. All right. And yeah, I'm sorry to tell you this, but if those are the key factors that are contributing to Labyrinth's, victory lane down here, oh boy, who cares? Labyrinth is doing fine, all right? There are checks and balances to this. If anything, you should have seen that Harpy's Feather Duster was an equilibrium factor to this. Congratulations, you watched a variance resolve. Now we go back to the topic of Evenly Matched here. What was it? 2 formats ago? A format ago, people were complaining about Evenly Matched is such an unbalanced card. It needs to go, how dare these decks slam going second, clean up these fields. The Trap Trick Structure deck is a classic example of while Evenly Matched was a good card, because it allowed a deck that doesn't necessarily have super exciting, super high caliber ceilings, hit that go second button and get the chance to play the game. Actually, I believe at this point in time that all Yu-Gi-Oh players, most Yu-Gi-Oh players at this point in time, still believe that floodgates are bad for the game, but they're not. They're just one more aspect of the game. And I say this every single video that we tend to do with these little discussions. If Yu-Gi-Oh players had their, chance, they would, the top echelon would be like, I want to play tier elements and mirror matches all day long. I want to test the milling. I want to go up to Chainlink 14. Chainlink 14 to, older players is a scary thing. Actually, to new returning players as well. The game as itself, going up to that higher Chainlink level, you are going to scare away the average new player. And I can tell you, the older that I've gotten and the longer that I've played this game, the scary interactions that you have like that, the more the game is a turn off and, more that players want to walk away. Now, watching an event like this, where you see Eradicator go off and you hear the audience screaming in excitement. Same thing with the Harpy's Feather Duster resolving for, a full clean field here. When you see the audience throwing like this, that's the thrill. It's like you got to see that ridiculous event actually unfold in front of you. All right. And of course, to actually see that, to live that excitement, that is what the game is about. All right. Those blowout cards, those excitement moments, or those exciting moments in the game are what make this game what it is. All right. And I assure you that top deck, you're playing Harpy's Feather Duster into the back row and moving on into the next round, onwards to victory, to become, the European champion. The thrill that you must feel from that must be one of the most exciting things in all of life. But the average Yu-Gi-Oh player won't understand, that absolute thrill, that grind, that determination, putting themselves up on that position, and the fact that all of the cards came together for you to advance to that high standing position, one step closer to becoming the champion. That's what it's about. So having cards and interactions like that, I think, are good for the game. Last little TLDR here for this video. Honestly, as much as I look at this format right now, and as much as it's like not super exciting or anything to, really comment on or talk about at this stage, I will say this about the format. I think that looking at how the format is right now, it is very interesting. I think that we do see Duelist Nexus on the horizon here. We're all ready for that next stepping stone. We all pretty much know that we're not going to get a ban list up until probably September, October. So everything that we're kind of dealing with right now is going to be set in stone. Whether or not we're happy with that, not happy with that, we do know that reprints are coming. There are new toys coming along the way. We have a new TCG exclusive archetype coming. A little bit of a shakeup will always be something exciting. Yeah, Kashtira is still a little bit of an annoyance right now, but it's not an unwinnable nuisance. All right, that's the big thing I was talking to people with over the weekend here at Pokemon. A lot of good Yu-Gi-Oh players that I saw were there. We were just talking about the format and talking to a few Pokemon players I haven't played in years. And most of the current Yu-Gi-Oh players are like, yeah, this has been by far one of the best formats in the game's history. And if you've got current players telling old players that haven't played in a while, hey, maybe you should give some consideration to returning to the game. Things are a lot better than they once were. I consider that a good thing, especially considering Yu-Gi-Oh! Has not exactly had the best name for itself. But if the community is actively telling players, hey, it's not as bad, I think that's a right step in the right direction. But those pesky little floodgates, man, all those destruction cards, Next week, it'll be Dark Hole. The week after that, it'll be Kaijus. It'll be Lava Golem. Every week, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players find something to complain about. I understand that. I'm one of those people that complain. But to see that today, it's Harpy's Feather Duster, and no, it shouldn't be legal. It's hilarious. It really is. Imagine if we had to be Storm legal. Yeah, that would be a time to be alive. But as we're sitting on here, NAI, or the North American WCQ, NAIC, I'm still in Pokemon mode. The North American World Championship Qualifier is next week. I will not be attending. I didn't want to spend the money to travel. A lot of my friends that I normally would travel with couldn't actually get things set up to go, so you'll have to take an L without me for this weekend. But YCS Indy, oh, that's going to be a ride. Please, if you're coming up with too much of your thing, let's see your beautiful faces back here. There in the day, guys. patrons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.